Our biggest challenge is to make sure that there are enough young people that stay interested in mechanical watches. That's the thing we all have to work on together. We should never become an old man hobby. We should always make sure that we stay relevant for young people. And I'm actually open for any discussion with young people to make them, part of the watch lover society.
So you used to work at BMW. How does that impact your current work?
If you have an automotive background, specifically a German automotive background, it doesn't really help you in the watch industry, to be honest, because from an industrial point of view, they're very different. But I think, be that BMW, Audi, Porsche, Mercedes, Audi, whoever you name, I think they're good in one thing. They ran a German brand on a global scale. If you buy yourself a German car anywhere in the world, you will always know exactly what you've bought and what it stands for, and it doesn't differ from country to country. And I think that's the one thing I took on board. I'll always make sure that A.Lange Sohne, regardless where you buy it, regardless from whom you buy it, the experience will always be the same, and that's what you expect from us.
How does German watchmaking compare to Swiss watchmaking?
People often ask, is there a difference between German and Swiss watchmaking? And I actually say always, there is no German and Swiss watchmaking. There is, sort of high-end, fine watchmaking, and there's lots of other watchmaking. If you focus on the top, yes, in the beginning we had a huge advantage because we were the oddball, the only sort of fine watchmaker coming not from Switzerland. Today, people don't buy because we are German, and not buy us because we are German. They buy us because we have a package which they like. And that is what they're after, rather than you come from Germany or you come from Switzerland.
What are the highlights of the collection that you've brought to this event? The
package generally, and it doesn't matter whether you buy the least difficult or simple watch or the most complicated one, is a package of enormous amount of labor, of craftsmanship. Then it's that Germanness, I call it, the legibility, the robustness, the weight. If you touch our watches, you will immediately feel they are a bit heavy on purpose. But it's also the history, and part of that history is the design language, the no-nonsense approach, the quality, the double assembly, things like that. That's the package, and that's luckily a package that many people like a lot.
And what can we expect from the brand this year?
There is a huge watch, or I should say movement, just right behind me. That's the highlight. We have two highlights really this year. The one is, I would call it technical highlight, which is the triple split. That's the only watch on the planet where you can measure two events at the same time, up to 12 hours. That's the technical highlight. And then we have a very emotional highlight, which is the watch which we created to honor our founder, who sadly passed away last year, actually tomorrow last year. And it's a jumping second. There will always be only 262 watches. So it's a very limited production. We'll never use it again. The story is he always wanted us to do it, and we always refused to do it, because financially it's not a very, very good business case. But I think, for him, the whole team was very keen and eager to do it. And believe you me, to get a whole watch, including a new movement, which in 9 months, that's even a challenge as stressful for us.